In 2018, we embarked on the journey of a lifetime, living and traveling full-time in our self-converted van.
We're gonna go for it.
Join us as we continue to explore the beauty around us, one adventure at a time. Dave and I are West Coast babies, born and raised. So when we think of New York, we think of New York City. Times Square, lots of traffic, lots of people, bright lights, skyscrapers, and the Statue of Liberty. But we forget just how incredibly beautiful upstate New York is. This is our second time here. And we were only going to stay just one night, which quickly turned into 2 weeks. We have enjoyed exploring the beauty of New York. But it is now time for us to leave the Finger Lake region and head west. So before we leave the state, it has been recommended that we absolutely must stop at the #1 most beautiful state park in New York. And that would be Letchworth State Park. So join us today as we continue to explore upstate New York.
You wouldn't expect that to be here. It didn't even seem that hilly coming in. It's beautiful.
Wow.
Today we are in the state of New York, and this is state forest land that we are camping on tonight. It is free camping. I think there's a total of 3 official sites here and then a few more places where you can tell other people are camping. But this is just the kind of place I like to camp on, back on these back gravel roads away from all the people and noise. And as you can see, the flowers are just going crazy. All kinds of wild edibles here, medicinal plants, and just beauty. And we're tucked right back in here, which you can't even see unless you look all the way back into the woods. Nice little cool shaded spot. It was between this location and then staying at a Walmart, so the choice was pretty easy for us. I think this is only going to be a one-night stay, but pretty awesome for a one-night stay, I think. Back in here, we got a little campfire ring. It is super windy right now, so we are not even gonna attempt to get a fire going. But plenty of places to put up a tent or hang a hammock and just kick back. Nice place to be. All right, I am super excited with all the medicinal and wild edible plants here. And I just kind of wanted to show off 4 of them very quickly to you. Of course, make sure you do your own research. Don't take my word for it. But I'll show you 4 different plants. I'll give you a little hint. See if you can take a guess what they are. And then Carrie will put in text and let you know, so you won't have to wait too long. But we'll come right up on the first one here. And this is the flower. The stem is hairy. You can see a little dot right there in the middle, and the underbit kind of looks like a bird's nest. It's kind of messy. The clue is you can eat the root. All right, moving on to number 2. Right across on the other side of the road. Of course, if there's any plants on the side of the road and you're thinking about harvesting them, it might not be a good idea depending on how much traffic they get because of pollution, or they might be spraying poison on the side of the road. So a good idea to stay away from the sides of the road when it comes to harvesting. This is our next plant. And you can see these little fruits, and you can see the leaves. They stand out. They got a vein. And the stem is pretty smooth. This plant, some people consider it, these little fruits, poison. And some people consider them edible if they're cooked properly. I guess that's your clue. You might have seen these before. All right, moving on to number 3. This one's a little bit hard to see because it's mixed up with a lot of other plants currently. But it's got a very unique flower to it. It's kind of the sky color. And then the stem is real stiff, kind of wiry feeling. And you can see the buds. They're all kind of spaced out about 3/4 of an inch apart. And your clue for that plant, it's just kind of hard to see it without the other ones in there. Your clue for this plant is some people use the roots for a coffee substitute. All right, let's go check out the last one, number 4. I'm gonna have to go off-road a little bit on this one. And you can see it coming. It's the bright yellow one. And this is all the same plant. You can see it's kind of like a field of them. And the color, the clue is, the color, I'll give you 2 clues. The color is the name of it. Has something to do with the color. And they smell so sweet. Some people like to dry these out, make a tea out of them, and use the tea to help them with their runny nose during allergy season. All right, I hope you guessed at least one or had fun with that. I know I did.
Good morning, buddy. How you doing, huh? How you doing this morning? Oh, good boy. Yes. Good morning, buddy. Yeah. Did you sleep good last night? Yeah. Okay, let's go see Dad. Come on. We were up bright and early.
Yes, we are.
How'd you sleep?
Terrible.
I slept like a rock.
Yeah, about 2 minutes in, Carrie was out.
Who was Rurdle? Was Rurdle snoring?
Nope.
Nope, just me?
Just you.
We are going to the #1 state park in New York. Well, at least the #1 according to the list I read.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure everybody has different opinions about what state park is #1.
Mm-hmm.
So we're up early. We stayed the night here. Would you stay here again?
I'd definitely stay here again. Yeah, this is just a quiet spot in the woods, and it wouldn't be a location I'd stay at for like a week, but for an overnighter, great.
I wouldn't go out of my way to come here, but if you're in the area, check it out. I don't know if I would suggest, I don't know if I would feel comfortable coming here if I was a single female. It's kind of remote, it's kind of hard to find, and just a mile away is a very heavily secure prison.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think they're going to be getting out of there because there are lots of razor wire, but this may not be the spot. Not to mention there are only 3 official sites and maybe 3 non-official sites like we're staying in. And the spots are small.
Yeah, there's only one way in, one way out. The road is narrow.
It's very muddy when we came in, and that's another reason we're leaving today. It's supposed to rain half an inch tonight. We don't want to be under the trees. There's no solar, and I don't think you can get anything bigger in here than maybe a very small trailer.
Yeah, that's true. And if you come in and if you're using Google Maps, it's going to take you to the south entrance, and it's because of the prison, you can't even get in that way.
It tells you to drive through the prison, and we turned in, and it says restricted, do not enter. And Dave's like, I'm not going in here.
No matter what we did, we could not get the Google Map to take us here. We had to just navigate ourselves.
Yeah.
Because so that could be, if you rely on that kind of map real heavily, it could be hard to get here.
Okay, so we can't be this close to this amazing state park.
Yeah, let's go see it.
Not stop and see it. And then we're going to just continue heading our way west very slowly.
Let's hit the road.
The road, Jack.
Go straight to the visitor center.
Yeah, pull in here. Archery Field Overlook. All right, let's get our first look at this canyon. This is called the Grand Canyon of the East. Whoa!
You wouldn't expect that to be here. It didn't even seem that hilly coming in. It's beautiful.
Letchworth State Park is 17 miles long and home to the Genesee River Gorge, and that is the Genesee River at the bottom of the gorge. With sheer walls as high as 600 feet in some places, this gorge is often compared to the Grand Canyon. Although a much smaller version, it is dramatic in beauty and home to 3 beautiful waterfalls, the lower, the middle, and the upper falls, which we will see a little bit later. We are hiking the Lower Falls Trail. I have to say, the temperature is perfect.
Yeah, and I thought this would be in the #1 state park, that it would be super crowded. There's hardly anybody here. I don't know if we're not in the main section where everybody goes or what, but it's very nice.
Well, we didn't do any research, and so we're just kind of winging this. So we're gonna find out when you guys find out. But what we do know is Rudol's very happy.
Yeah.
Behind ball, skipping rocks, walking is his third favorite thing.
Yeah. He just likes us both to be together, and he likes to explore too.
Just when you thought it wouldn't get any steeper, it does. Even Rudol's carefully going down. This is a fall on your butt trail. We made it. And I hear a nice big waterfall. Ah, this is cool.
This is where we start the stairs back to the parking lot. 127 steps up.
There's one theme that seems to be running through all these state parks, is there's a lot of stairs.
The Civilian Conservation Corps did all kinds of work here back over the years, and I really like the picnic tables. They're all stacked rocks on the base. If you can see that, it's pretty dark here. I'll try to hold the camera still. And then the tops are rock slabs. Isn't that cool? Giant rock slab. And there's just all kinds of them through here. You just don't see people take that kind of time and effort anymore to build a simple picnic table. I like it. All right, we've made it back to the van. I think we're gonna drive up and check out the upper parking lot. But today looks like tree day, and they've got some areas where they're digging holes right in the parking lot and planting trees, so that's super cool. Real thirsty.
You want some water?
Oh yeah.
There we go, buddy. There we go. Here.
He's like, is that the good stuff?
The good stuff.
That's the good stuff.
Oh. Middle Falls is the largest of the three waterfalls, coming in at 285 feet wide and 107 feet high. In 1907, William Pryor Letchworth donated 1,000 acres to become a park. Today, Letchworth State Park has grown to over 14,000 acres. We can't end the video without talking about the hot air balloons that fly over this state park. Now, taking a ride in a hot air balloon is on my bucket list. The day that we were there, they did not do it because of the weather. But if you are in this area, check it out, especially around Memorial Day, where they release up to 20 hot air balloons over the Genesee Gorge. In the last 2 weeks, we have seen 3 amazingly beautiful state parks on this list. What is your number 1 most beautiful state park in New York? Do you agree with Letchworth, or do you think another state park should be in that spot? Let us know in the comments below.
If you would like to support our channel, please consider becoming a patron. We also have stickers available in our website store. Thank you for watching.